Hey, what's up guys? This is Poker Express, and we are back with another episode of Poker Hands. Before getting into it, I would like to ask you guys to hit the like button and subscribe if you enjoy our videos, as your support is allowing us to continue posting videos on a daily basis.
Over to Vermean.
He looks down at I don't know what, but I'm gonna try to make my best guess here.
It is the mystery hand where we put Maria Ho, the poker pro, to the test. And it's 10-6 for Roger here. And he's going to go ahead and see a flop. So all three players left at this final table are going to do battle here.
It's hard to say what Vermean has right now. He's a pretty active player. He plays pretty wide hand ranges, so he could really have anything, but I don't put him on a very strong hand.
Do you put him on a 7?
He could definitely have a 7 in his range.
The flop comes all 7s here. So Vermean is holding a small pocket pair. He's got the best hand right now.
Roger checks.
Jordan is going to make the standard continuation bet here for $200,000.
This is definitely a very innocuous flop in his eyes. Ace high has to be good here to him.
Well, Vermean is holding the mystery hand, and it doesn't look like he's folding anytime soon. He is going to flat call Jordan, and that's going to be enough for Roger to get out of the way.
I think with Vermean calling here, it shows that he does have a value hand of some sort. Given the fact that he didn't 3-bet, though, coming into it, I would imagine he has a medium type ace, or like you said, maybe a small pocket pair.
The turn is an 8 of spades, and Vermean is going to quickly check.
Let's see if Jordan's willing to take another stab here. No, he goes ahead and checks behind as well.
And now the river brings a deuce, so we know Jordan has a pair. Now, if I was right and Vermean had a small pair, he's still ahead. If Vermean had a 7, obviously he's way ahead. An 8 would have him a winner too.
There's a lot of possibilities that Vermean could have right now. He could, like you said, actually have a 7 because he would play it this exact same way, hoping to trap Jordan. If he had a small pair, this is an easy value bet for him. I don't really see him having a good ace because he probably would have 3-bet that before the flop, and I don't really see why he would bet an ace high here.
Well, he bets about half the pot, making it $415,000 to go.
It's a good size bet, and it's definitely a bet Jordan has to think about, even with his rivered boat. Every other full house beats him, and like you had said, Vermean could possibly have the 4th 7. This isn't an easy spot for Jordan by any means. Just from Vermean's demeanor, though, he doesn't look that strong. He looks a little bit nervous. It doesn't seem like he's breathing. He's not very comfortable. He's not moving around, so this might be a bluff.
Jordan does make the call, and he tables the ace deuce to show 7s full of deuces. And Vermean is gonna muck, and look at that, Maria. It was a big ace.
I'm very surprised to see Vermean had a big ace there. I think he should have 3-bet before the flop, but now he ended up being rivered by Jordan, and it cost him a good portion of his stack.
All the momentum, and now John will not be denied. He's got a massive chip lead, and he's got 2 aces on the button.
Pocket aces for John. The worm has turned.
What does that mean, the worm
It
is
means
turned?
that things are going well for him now. I thought he's going to raise it to $850,000.
Which side of the worm is the head, and which side is the tail?
I don't know
if it
man.
can turn.
And look at this. John loves it. Let's go. Austin all in and a call, and look at John.
Oh my gosh, this looks like it. This is like the nail in the coffin.
So this could be it, ladies and gentlemen. This could be our final hand of the night.
A significant chip lead, a significant advantage, 86% Austin. Ooh,
and we go to the
catches
flop
a king.
here. King, tray, deuce, couple of hearts. So Austin pairs his king.
He's willing it. He's trying to draw the energy from the audience. Can he will a 10?
Turn card now is the 6 of clubs.
Down to 1 card, or John will be our champion.
It all comes down to this, ladies and gentlemen.
To the river we go.
The crowd is waiting for it. They're calling for a 10. The river card is the 10 of spades, ladies and gentlemen. Can you believe it? You couldn't script this, Kenna. Kenna, you couldn't script this.
Oh, my.
I heard somebody in the audience yell for the 10 of spades. This is unbelievable. The aces are cracked.
Look at this. Is that? If you enjoy our videos and would like to see more, make sure to check out the links in the description. Also, make sure to comment below what you would like to see next, and we will work on your ideas as soon as possible.
Unsuited connectors, a pocket pair, and a suited ace. Dan is, boy, I have been amazed at the amount of suited aces that have been folded for a single raise here. We've seen ace 7, ace 9, ace 10 suited, all folded to a single raise pre-flop. And we have the proverbial race here. And there is the queen winning the flop. But the ace does slow him down. Surprised to see Andy check that turn. Oh! Bet the turn, Andy. You win the hand. You waited one card too long. Now the crazy thing is here, when he raises, what do you put him on? Especially when you just saw him double check a set of 5s a minute ago. And he might pay him off again. Little luck never hurt anybody.
Seems ridiculous.
And he's saying this is ridiculous. He's gonna get set kabonked again. If he puts those 9 pink chips in the middle. Although this one will be far more brutal, getting it on the river. I mean, there's no way you can put your opponent on deuces here. You might be able to put him on something like 6-5 or... There it is, and there's another set, and... and he's like, what am I going to do? And Jason's like, yeah, what are you going to do?
Once again, I want to talk about Steve Karp. What a comeback. This guy, Robert, was down to 7 big blinds at one point.
Tell you what, he has been very patient today.
Blinds are now 60,000, 120,000 with a 15K ante. Action is on Steve with his queen 10 of clubs.
You know what I love about three-handed poker? The button gets to act first pre-flop.
And now Steve is going to go all in with his queen 10.
Well, I think he's only got about 1.6 million. Oh, but he runs into a hand. Corey T's got him dominated with ace-queen.
Corey T with the ace-queen.
I can't really fault Steve here, though. He only had about 12, 13 big blinds. I'd probably shove right there on the button as well.
Bad news for Steve as he runs him right into the ace-queen of Matt Bonds. And now we go to the flop. It's ace-king-queen.
Well, a very bad flop, but one saving grace, a jack, could still save Steve's day.
Turn card is the 8 of hearts.
Well, now a jack and only a jack can save Steve from sure destruction.
And look at that.
Oh, my gosh. I guess it's asked and it shall be given.
The jack of clubs hits the river. And one.
Those orange chips, 5K a piece. The yellow, you can see them striped there. Those are the high society chips, 25K a piece. So it looks like you can see he's got 4 yellows and 2 orange there. That's 110,000.
Stacks of chips, typically in stacks of 20. Not
Yeah.
everybody follows that rule, though.
Right, but that's a good measure to gauge how much opponent has. Like, so each one of those stack of orange is 100,000. A stack of 20 of the yellow, $250,000. And that's a good way to judge how much a player has when you're sitting at the table.
Action over to the bad boy at the table. He's got the skull necklace. He's got the shades. He's got the hat. It's Marty, good friend of ours here on the HPT. We've seen him a lot over the last 10 years.
Absolutely.
He looks down at King 9, and he's going to make the call.
He's
Marty
got the best
defending.
hand, too. So he's got the best hand, but he's out of position, so it's going to be interesting to see how this hand plays out.
And the flop, oh my gosh,
Wow.
look at this. 2 kings and a 10.
This is great. And I like Marty's check here, you know? He's going to let the other opponent, this is what we call a polarized board. Either your opponent has a king or he doesn't. And in the case he doesn't, you let him have, you know, the rope to hang himself. And when he does, you minimize your loss because you're not going anywhere with 3 kings. So Marty should just call here. Oh, but he's going to put in a raise.
Marty is going to raise, but nobody's going to leave this hand. As you see, they both flop 3 of a kind. So
yeah, it's just a matter when the chips go in.
Right.
I guess, you know, in fairness here, Marty's also raising because there's clubs out there. Queen Jack, you know, is a straight draw. So he's putting pressure on his opponent, you know, to also charge him for the draw. So I like that raise, actually.
There's also a pretty good chance the players will chop this pot. Now the 5 of clubs comes off on the turn.
And that danger card not slowing Marty up whatsoever. He's continuing the pressure. I like it. Remember, when a danger card comes, players, it's just as dangerous for your opponent as it is for you. So it's nice to continue with that, and Marty does so here.
Action on Lauren.
Well, Lauren's all in now. Back to Marty. I'm sure he's going to make this call with trip kings, rather. And he does. Both players flip over their cards as we go to the river, James.
Yeah, Lauren's going to see the bad news. He needs an 8 for a full house or a card higher than a 10 to chop it up. Things aren't looking good for him. You see the percentages there because the chop is involved. And it's the 8 of clubs. And just like that, Marty goes from the best to the worst. And Kenna, he's been eliminated. Going home, 5th place money, $10,573.
What a bad break for Marty. He really played well this final table. Things, cards just...